I remember in several of my biology classes, we were given descriptions of a collection of animals. These descriptions included various features that the animals observably possessed, like whether a particular species of turtle had elongated foreclaws or a biconvex eighth vertebra, or whether the rows of teeth in a hominid skull were more rounded or box-shaped. The main point of the exercise was to group the specimens by the features they had in common, using as few groups as possible. The most intriguing result of the exercise was that the organization was made up of very distinct groups inside of other groups. More interestingly, the more features we would use to compare the specimens, the more reinforced these groups would become. It really is much more informative to work such a problem out for yourself if you haven't already. But another way to organize groups within groups is as a tree, which should incidentally be familiar to at least mathematicians and computer programmers. When we do that with our groups, we find that there is an inherent hierarchy to the organization by feature. A nested hierarchy. My point here is that nested hierarchies are a pattern that organisms already display if we just take the time to compare, catalog, and group them.
Now, ignoring that I don't know why it's claimed the thyroid evolved from the endostyle, why was this minor body part chosen as a defining characteristic of chordates? A better question would be, why not use other body parts as a defining characteristic of chordates?
In my lab exercise, I didn't choose to use foreclaw length to put Graptomus geographica and Trachomus scripta elegans in a group together. That was just a feature they had in common with each other, but not with the other turtles.
Inherent, it seems, in the current nested hierarchy system is the claimed large-scale evolutionary changes, macroevolution, of one species to another.
Nested hierarchies are not a system that we impose. They're already there, waiting to be discovered.
So in researching nested hierarchies, I found out very quickly that nested hierarchies are considered one of the best arguments for evolution.
Nested hierarchies in nature are not an argument. They're an observation, and it's really obvious from the way he's describing them that Will Duffy has absolutely no idea what these nested hierarchies he keeps hearing about even are, much less how they're determined. Actually doing the homework could fix this, but Will makes it his homework to ask other science deniers for arguments instead.